Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we're going to be talking about orchid pots. Now, this is a video that I made a while back and I uploaded it on my second channel, but now I'm moving all the orchid content from there here. But I thought I could add a little bit to that video that I made, show you a few more pots and also tell you where I purchase everything. This is a topic many of you guys ask me to talk about, so I hope you'll enjoy this. You have chapters down below if you're interested in something specific. If not, I hope you enjoy the entirety of this video. And before we... Oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw a flower spike on my Talumnia. We're just gonna do this. Sorry, you guys. Who is spiking there? Look at that. You see it? Look at that. Shyrock Flyer Sahara. Ooh, she should be yellowish orange. Very nice. I'm sorry, I get distracted. I just noticed that. I love my Talumnias. I have that one in bloom, I have this one in bloom, and I have that one with big flower spikes. That's the carrot version. You don't see anything because it's early morning. Alrighty, sorry, I digress. I just noticed it as I was filming. You guys, it's early in the morning, excuse me. So before we start, don't forget to give this video a like if it entertains you, if you end up enjoying it, find it useful. Also subscribe for more videos. It is free and I publish 3 times a week. But if you're feeling extra about it, do consider further supporting my channel by becoming a member, using affiliate links that I have linked in the description, getting some merch, or using the super thanks option down below. Alrighty, so with that said, let's start with what I recorded back then, and then we're gonna add on to it. Hey guys, so let me show you a few cute pots that I really like. I'm trying to collect cute pots as well, mainly white. You guys know I'm trying to go for a white look in my grow room rather than all of these colors that pretty much distract from the orchids. But I'm totally fine with some white pots that have some nice elements to them. Absolutely fine. Like this one, for example, that I just purchased from a flower shop locally. P.S. Before we get into the video, there are many of you who ask me where I get my pots. Well, from Cyprus, because I live in Cyprus. Most of the times they are local flower shops, and I know that doesn't help anybody. So the next best thing is Ikea, which sells things like these, but not only. The red one in the back, it's also from Ikea, and I have a few pink ones that I am painting white. If you go to Ikea, you will find decorative pots made out of various materials. Just go and you'll see if you have an Ikea. Other than that, I really don't purchase them online. I try to restrict my online purchases as much as possible because, you know, not worth it, and just go local. So most of these are purchased local. And yeah, sorry about that, but definitely do check out your flower shops and garden centers. You might find something similar there in your country. Right, so first off, for my mini mark Phalaenopsis, I decided to go for this really pretty one. It is metallic, but it's painted and also has these applications which are kind of like stickers, but they're pretty good stickers because I washed this and they didn't peel off. Honestly, it looks like a kid's project. It was the only one in the flower shop. Not sure what happened. Maybe they had a cute contest with kids, I don't know. I don't think this is how the brand intended this pot to be, right? But you know what? I don't care. All the better. I find it really cute, and doesn't it go together with the mini mark so well? I'm torn between which side I like most, so I'm just gonna rotate it. One week it's gonna be like this, the other week like that, perhaps. I don't know. You know me, I like yellow, so this is how I keep it. But isn't it great? It's giving me ideas to actually decorate some of my pots like this. But what do you know? I actually do have some pots that I personally decorated, and I'm gonna be able to show you better once I remove the orchid from the pot. There we are. Look at that masterpiece. Yes, I mean, would you pay good money for this? I would. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm not good at crafting and such, but I actually did this on video last year. And you know what these are? These are rhinestones that you can buy very cheaply from even the dollar store. If you have such a store in your city, I got them many years, like many years ago, 7-8 years ago. I was into nail art, which I still am, but surprise, I'm not talented at it, so I kind of gave it up. Bought them from Amazon, I do believe, or locally in Romania. I really don't remember at this point. They're so old. But I kept them with me. I brought them here to Cyprus. And one day I thought, well, I should use them. So I glued them with super glue on this pot. And there you go. If you're talented at it, oh boy, what amazing pots you can do. And you know what? Maybe you can even sell them. I would buy them. Absolutely. So this is another pot I like, even though, you know, it's nothing. But I like it because I made, what is this? I'm just seeing this. This is not symmetrical. Anyway, I like it because I made it, okay? And it's really easy to make if you want to decorate a pot. Glass rhinestones for nail art. And instead of the nails, yeah, put them on the pots. And they will last much longer than they would on the nails. Guaranteed. Behold, the easiest pot to make. This is an Ikea pot. It used to be red, used to be like that, but I painted it with a spray paint and a matte finish. It's not the best looking thing, but I have something to distract from my bad paint job. This little cute ladybug. It's actually a sticker. I received a few of these from a lovely, lovely viewer, and I think they look great on white. Everything stands out either on white or black. These are my two, let's say, favorite shades, because I don't think they're colors. Somebody in the comments will let me know that they're not colors, I'm sure. So on these shades, everything you put on them, it just stands out. And there we go. Looks very, very neat. Easy to make, do not need any type of talent of sorts. So there you go. Stick stuff to your pots and they will instantly look better. Recently though, at a local garden center, I also found these pots. These are really pretty. Now, this is ceramics, but it's a very lightweight type of ceramics that, you know, I can put on the glass shelf. I don't use anything heavy on this shelf, but this one, I have the courage to because it's so light. And do you see the pattern or the design? It has orchids. Look at that. That's a cymbidium. Makes no sense with the foliage, but who cares? So a cymbidium. Here we have a nice cattleya, and I think it's a Laelia or Brassivola hybrid. Do you have any others? No, just some wild-looking ferns and leaves and some orchids. I bought it for the orchids, but actually I really like it because it's in a white or on a white background, and pots depicting orchids, not very often, or if they are, they just depict Phalaenopsis, nothing like cattleyas, right? So I just had to pick it up and I really, really like it. And in the same line, I also found the next one, this guy. This guy has the same type of pattern and it's the same pot, but it does not have orchids. And you know, that's a shame, but it's okay because I still like it. It looks very, very wild. It's super light, again, which might mean maybe not such good quality, but do we need extremely good quality? No. What are we gonna do with these pots? Travel the world with them? Not really. They just need to sit in one spot and look nice. That's all they need to do. And maybe hold water, so not leaking could be a great feature, but they don't leak and it's not hard to make something not leak. So really don't need a lot of good quality on these pots, just look nice. Alright, so actually the theme with the white pots is continuing. I do find that it's less distracting. I came to realize that preferences change, especially as you age and especially as you go through stuff. Things that made you happy in the past don't necessarily make you happy now, decoration-wise. And I find white pots just much more relaxing. They ease my mind more, which apparently is something I need now, rather than colorful pots. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys ever experience this, like a shift at some point? Yeah, so I'm not a believer that your preference is set in stone. Right now, I'm into white pots and I'm trying to keep it up, but you know, it takes a while to do the transition, but I'm working on it. So, regarding the pots, most of the pots that I have are purchased from Ikea. Things like these, definitely you can find at Ikea. These are plastic pots, they're very light. Even though it's a very good quality plastic, it looks very, very durable to my eyes, so I think it's gonna last you a heck of a long time. I did not test it for UV. I don't use these pots outside. I'm not actually keeping my orchids outside anymore, so I would be wary with direct sunshine. If it's filtered through the window, it's fine, but I would just use them in the house. For the outside, definitely you can go with ceramic pots. These are not purchased from Ikea. They are collected from local flower shops, diverse flower shops that I have around, big, small flower shops. Wherever I see a nice pot, I do purchase it, and these are perfect for my Tolumnias and tiny little orchids. Everything that fit in these, I think it's a 6 centimeter wide pot. Very tiny pots, and it's hard to find decorative pots for them, but these are great. I haven't seen them for a while, so it's a little concerning, but I still have a few in my secret stash. I also found these, again very tiny, but I do prefer this model more. Anyway, I'm purchasing what I find. You can also find this style at Ikea. This is a metal pot. If they would have this in white, that would be great, because these guys fit the typical 12 centimeter orchid pots, but sadly they don't come in white. They only have red and gold. I have a few golden ones to show you. Let me search for them. Oh, here they are. There we go. This can look rather festive, right? So it's a really nice golden pot, again made from metal. It's very light. It's not gonna weigh down your orchid, so it's not suitable for orchids that are top heavy, but for stuff that can sit upright without an issue, I think they're perfect. They're lightweight, so you can keep them on glass shelves as well, which is something I am looking for. Ceramic pots can get very, very, very heavy. This is again from Ikea, but it's initially pink, and I spray painted it with whatever typical spray paint. There's nothing non-toxic or anything of the sorts. It's just a spray paint that I picked off the shelf. It has a matte finish, and I think it looks great, and it's definitely not harming my orchid. And also from Ikea, I have these pots, which I really love, but I haven't seen in a long time. It doesn't mean they don't make them anymore. Ikea seems to have different stuff depending on the territory, so you might be able to find it. Also, I have another pot there. Do you see that one with the lace, or so-called lace? That's again another iconic Ikea pot. Do we see a trend here? I have a lot of pots from Ikea, yeah. Well, I don't have much variety here where I live, so Ikea is my main source. This is again a pot from Ikea. It's the bigger version of that white one that I showed you. And these guys, they're all from flower shops. This is from a garden, or actually home improvement store that I have here. And it does fit the bigger pots that I have. Do we notice this root? Look at that, very branchy root. So really, when it comes to pots, you kind of just have to visit your local flower shops, garden centers, even home improvement stores. If they have plants, they might actually have pots as well. And of course, Ikea, if you have it in your country, they have a gardening section. And Ikea has style. They typically have very nice, simple things, if that's what you're into. So it's worth a visit to check out the pots. Sadly, they don't have a whole bunch of variety, but what they have is really appealing, really nice and tasteful to my eyes. And before I let you go, if you are thinking, hold up, Danny, have you been redecorating? Yes, I always redecorate somehow. I promise, I will give you a tour. It's just still a bit of a mess. I promise you guys I'll give you a tour this year, maybe a surprise Christmas tour, because I really want to show you the tanks, the aquariums, how I arranged everything, even if it's not finished. Yeah, I want to show you how I redecorated. So yeah, again, I think you have noticed this about me. I like to move things around. I have done it ever since I was a kid. I kept moving the furniture in my room, the bed from the window to the side, to, you know, I do that. It makes me happy. And one thing that I really, really like is when I am happy. So yeah, I'm always redecorating until, you know, some things just remain the same because they're just functional and belong where they are. Alrighty, so that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you're into aquariums, visit my second channel. Just search for it. It is called Danny MOG. You're gonna find it if you search for it. As for orchids, just subscribe to this channel. So that said, I'll see you all next time. Bye.